My name is Madeline DiFilippo. I'm presenting for Team SchlierSkies in the NASA Patent Remix Challenge for background-oriented Schlieren imaging techniques for wake turbulence. The problem we hope to solve is wake turbulence. This is counter-rotating vortices of air that are generated as a byproduct of lift at aircraft wingtips, as shown in that top right image. NASA has studied these extensively going back as far as the 1970s, so we've been aware of this for quite some time, and they are very well characterized. Larger aircraft generate more powerful wake turbulence, and this generally puts smaller private aircraft at the greatest risk. Accidents involving the larger commercial aircraft are therefore rare. However, as recently as 2024, a near collision was reported in which a small aircraft in a training exercise nearly collided with a larger commercial aircraft as a result of encountering wake turbulence. The current method for mitigating the hazards associated with wake turbulence is to simply wait. At the top right corner, you'll see a table outlining the different categories of aircraft, and this is based on their weight class, and the wait times associated for a leading and following aircraft taking off. So these times are simply conservative estimates of how long it takes for that wake turbulence to fully dissipate, depending on the aircraft size. This was implemented in 2012 as part of the FAA's RECAT scheme. And by reclassifying aircraft weight classes, they actually reduced the wait times between aircraft. So if you're at all familiar with the FAA, you know how incredibly rare it is for them to actually relax a safety requirement. And this speaks, I think, to the desire to increase airport throughput, reduce fuel consumption, and reduce airport wait times. And it works fairly well. We have to give credit. As you know, accidents involving commercial aircraft are fairly rare. However, we think we can improve upon this even more. Our solution to this, instead of waiting for wake vortices to dissipate, is to visualize this. And this can be done with background-oriented Schlieren imaging. On the right are two images, and this is the same data rendered in two different ways. And on the rightmost image, you can see those wingtip vortices can be visualized with background-oriented Schlieren imaging. This was used to study the sonic booms associated with supersonic aircraft, but researchers indicate it can be used for subsonic aircraft, such as commercial flights, as well. And a time savings as small as 30 seconds translates to millions of dollars in saved revenue for airports. Our target market for this product would be private pilots, flight schools, and then hopefully we could go as far as to offer this to major airlines. In our estimated cost, you'll see that research and development is one of our highest costs. That's because in this we include getting FAA approval, which is probably going to be one of our biggest hurdles. The manufacturing cost would be surprisingly low because the researchers in this patent indicate that the image processing is the most difficult parameter of obtaining this data, and the hardware is could probably be commercial off the shelf. And below you'll see our 4 phases to development. Development and validation, testing and certification, market entry and scaling, and then expansion and optimization. And I've listed all our partners for those below. The SchlierSkies team is comprised of myself. I have my PhD in chemistry, and I work in the Applied Chemistry Laboratory at Kennedy Space Center. I was a 2024 Tech Take project winner, although I can't take full credit for that because I had some amazing mentors help me. Below, you see me pictured with the Air Force Thunderbirds who were touring my workspace, so they're some of my heroes, and I had to get a picture with them. Also, Anthony DiFilippo, he has his Master's of Science in Materials Engineering, and he was the 2025 NASA Spaceport Integration Employee of the Year. And I think this is important because he's only worked there for 1 year, so that really speaks to his ability to jump into a team and really work hard. Also, Lyle Johnson, he's a private pilot, a business owner, and recipient of the Wright Brothers Master Pilot Award in 2021. Imagine safer and more efficient flight for the next generation of aviators. SchlierSkies ahead.
I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright